Welcome back to the Tech Shack to another low quality video. Now, when I did our Wi-Fi 7 and Omada stack upgrade video, I mentioned the house needed its own server so the kids can back up their computer. Now that the house wired in the utility closet has 2.5 gig, and wirelessly we are pulling like 1.7 over the 6 gigahertz band and 1.2 gigabit over the 5 gigahertz band, so the kids are able to run over a gigabit at the client level wirelessly. So now it's time they have their own little NAS to back up their computers, especially since my oldest daughter is starting to learn how to edit video. Alright, so we have the motherboard that I pulled from that SyncThing server. I'm still going to plug in the external drive and also have it be the SyncThing backup server for the server in here so it can back itself up in the house. Alright, so it's still going to do that duties, but I'm going to upgrade it so that I can also have 2.5 gig and a 3 terabyte RAID 1 for the kids' files and the wife to back up her photos from her phone. I'm going to have a Blu-ray drive so I can rip Blu-rays right on it, and I'm either going to use this if it'll boot from it. I'm not on this generation. I don't know if this specific board will do it. We'll find out. If it doesn't, I do have a 120 gig SATA SSD. Now, with all the software that I'm going to be running, a lot of them are native apps, especially for ripping Blu-rays. So yes, unfortunately, to a lot of the Linux fans, and I run Linux every day on my main desktop, I'm going to be running Windows Server 2022. It's part sunken cost fallacy because I have so many licenses on hand. With WSL2 and Docker containers, along with all the Windows native apps that I run, I can do everything from one thing. And then I'll have Docker for desktop so I can organize all my containers in a nice little desktop UI and just do everything on easy mode. Now, these were kind of the best parts that I could get together that would fit in that utility closet. All right, I have a whole bunch of these, but these are all older motherboards. Then I have some complete systems over here. These Dell ones are just second and third generation, and they're just too old for what I need. This guy here is a beast of a server, has an 850 watt gold rated power supply, tons of bays, but this is way too big for the utility closet. So we're going to take all the guts that I have right here, and we're going to put them in this Dell case. This is a third generation Dell Vostro, or Vostro, however you pronounce it. Alright, but it is standard ATX, or standard micro ATX rather, so I can fit all the drives, and it'll still fit in the utility closet, and so it'll look like a Dell, but it'll really be an Asus 7th gen, or in a Dell 2nd gen case. Alright, let's get it together. So leaving the Windows container options out and making sure virtualization on it installed much faster. So my main server definitely wasted a half an hour setting this up as a Docker container. But hey, I got 2 OpenSpeed test servers on my network now. And that's mainly because if I'm speed testing stuff in the house, I don't want the bottleneck between the tech shack and the house, because I only have a 700 megabit uplink. So I'm trying to actually be able to test the speed from each bedroom. Forgot lots of things. Alright, so now that I got this done, I just remembered that I still have to configure a sync thing, and the external hard drive I use that's big enough to back up my main server out here to this one is in the house. So I'm going to have to drop this server in its new location, plug in its external WD book that backs up the main server, and then reconfigure sync thing on this machine. Alright, so the server is in the utility closet. Everything is up and running the way it should be. Sync thing is currently syncing. I was going to show the entire setup, but I have pretty much a dedicated video on sync thing and the previous server that wasn't its spot. We've just basically upgraded it to something that could be like a network attached storage for the kids, as well as the sync thing backup to a separate external drive. And now they're currently basically going to sync thing each other. So both servers will basically back each other up. And I have a video on setting up sync thing as an off-site backup, kind of, or off-site, because it is a separate building from the house. So if something happens to the house or something happened to this building, the data would still be backed up in each other's locations. So that was the main purpose of that video. This video was more about upgrading the server so that the kids had a NAS, had something that could take over the Plex duties if it had to, and could take over the Blu-ray ripping duties. But that is it for this low-quality video. I will see you guys in the next one.